What's up, guys? So, right now, I'm talking about living your dream life, right? So, when it comes to living your dream life is a state of mind. It's a state of mind, it's the energy, it is a state of mind, energy, and your actions. So, if you're somebody who probably clicked on this video, maybe you're thinking, you want to step more out. Maybe you're thinking how to live your dream life. Um, by the way, I'm about to let you guys know, okay? So, first thing what you want to do, I just have to situate that. First thing what you really want to do is make a decision. What is your dream life? Ask yourself, what is your dream life? You got to act it out, okay? So, I'm going to tell you guys my story. Whenever I was young, like during the time I was in high school, like basically it's like I've always had positive experiences. Like I've always had positive experiences in life. Um, Not just in life in general, but I'm just saying as a whole, like I've always had a good job. I got my first job when I was young. I've always had good finances coming in at the time. I've always had good opportunities. Like I had good grades. I had good friends. I had a good personality. I had a good body because I had a good relationship with working out, with going to the gym. I had a good relationship with my life because I understood that anything that I ever wanted in life, I could easily get it. The only thing that I had to do was figure out, okay, what is it that I want and how am I going to do it? So that's what I did majority of my life. I was so, and I'm talking like ninth grade, right? I was so excited to be an adult. Um, I was so excited to be an adult because I was like, when you're an adult, you get to do everything what you want to do. You get to make decisions that you want to make. You get to move exactly how you want to move. So I was at the time just like, I had to move my shirts down so y'all don't look. I literally had to just make a plan for everything. Everything in my life, I always moved strategically because I knew how to do it, right? So ninth grade, I decided I want to become rich. I want to be successful. I want to have a lot of money, and I want to break generational curses, right? So I'm like 15 at the time, even younger than that. I want to say ninth grade is when I started being serious, like actually making real plans. But I had already had made up my mind that I was going to be rich, successful, and a millionaire when I was in elementary school, right? So, me being a young little girl, I used to always tell myself, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna live in a big house. I'm gonna have a big car. I'm gonna have a big bank. I'm gonna have a big check. I'm gonna have everything that I've always wanted out of life because I did at the time as well." And plus, I told myself that growing up, right? So around ninth grade, I started to overly concentrate on how I wanted to live my life. How did I plan on making money? How did I plan on actually becoming rich, right? So ninth grade, I got serious about it, and I started figuring out like what are books that I can read, what are things that I can do. For example, I want to be rich young. I do not want to wait until I'm 65. I don't want to wait until retirement. Um, like I just I want to do it young, and I want to do it in front of everybody, right? So I claimed this life for myself young, and I told myself that, all right, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it. So When I first started researching, I started researching a lot. Like I overly did a lot of research. I found stocks and sales, right? So I'm like, okay, how am I gonna do this? Like I used to spend all my freaking days. That's how I know. Like y'all just bear with me, okay, when I'm telling this story, because I'll be getting like a little bit emotional at times. But it's like when I came up with this plan for my life, I told myself, all right, how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna make up a solid plan and I'm going to stick to it because I really believe in myself and I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Right? So I decided start trading. I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna just start trading, right? So I started trading. I had a specific plan for myself. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start trading. Then next thing you know, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a break from trading because I have lost a lot of money, right? So I first started trading. I graduated, and keep in mind, I could not start trading because, like, I couldn't start at the time because I was like in ninth grade. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna study really hard, and then once I graduate, this is what I'm gonna do, right? So I used to always have like good grades. Like I'm very smart. I loved it school. I love studying new information. I love learning new information. Like I just really love um yeah, I love doing that type of stuff because it pushes you to your next level. Like literally learning new stuff. It don't matter if it's a language, a subject, anything. Learning something new and actually executing it pushes you to a different level of your identity. So I always understood that young. So I was very good at school. I was on top of my work, all that, right? So boom, I was in something what was called AP, right? To where like you could basically you taking college classes while you're in high school. So you in probably like I'm in like ninth grade, 10th grade, I'm taking college classes. Basically that's what it is, right? So when I got on this hiatus of being like, what do I want to do with my life? How do I want to live my life? I knew I want to be rich, successful, a millionaire. I get to travel the world, go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do, be somebody who is in just like this light of this girl who's living her dream life, right? So I took out time. I took out a lot of time. When I say hours, like I would not think of anything else, right? And I was just like trying to figure it out. So after I graduated, like I said, I traded for a little bit, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break on trading, and I'm gonna figure something else out because I understood like how much money I had lost. So I'm not gonna lie, I eventually started to go work a job, right? So I went to go work a job. I was like, I don't know, like I'm gonna just work here for a little while just to see what it do. I'm gonna save my money on top of it to make back the money that I lost and also build up more money for my account, right? So I started trading. I still was working there. I was working at this fast food place, right? So I'm working there like I'm doing full time. I'm going in and out every single day. And I was 18 at the time. And I just remember slowly getting sad. Like I really started getting sad as hell because it was like I did not expect for any of this to happen. Like what I expected to happen didn't happen. But you got to understand when you are in a situation where like your life or something is not how you want it to be, it's because you chose that situation. You chose to, like, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, you chose to make decisions that put you in that position, right? And so boom, I'm 18 at the time. I was just like really just still on stocks every day. I used to work like up until like 12 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I was putting in a lot of hours. And I started to get sad because I was like, this is not really what I want to do. I want to say I then started being overly like overly upset about my life situation, right? It was because one, I'm living in my parents' house at the time. I was living with my parents. I had moved back in with my parents, right? Um, I'm like sad because okay, I'm still at home. I haven't really traveled anywhere. Um, I haven't made $1 million yet. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this, right? So I wound up meeting somebody who I was in a relationship at the time with. And we decided, we was like, you know what? I was like, look, the only way that this is going to work is if we really be a partnership together and help me get these things done, because I was so, y'all, when I tell y'all, when it's something in my life that I'm really trying to do, I don't want to talk to nobody until it's done. Like, I don't want to create no joke. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to laugh. Like, I'm it's like, I don't know what that is, but it's like miserable. Like, have you ever seen somebody that's miserable? Like, that's me when something is not going my way. Like, I'm just spending so much time trying to figure out how am I going to fix this situation right now. You feel me? So yeah, like I told him, I was like, okay, yeah, let's just go ahead. I was like, you know what? Move me out my parents' house, right? So boom, he bought me this place, and I'm there, and I was like, okay, I can start making money from selling online, right? So I started selling online. I started selling digital products. It was so fucking hard. Doing stuff that you've never done before is so freaking hard, and it's gonna be crazy because it's gonna be people around you like, what are you doing? No, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. Like, bro, this shit is the hardest thing. This is just like, it's so fucking hard. It is not easy at all, but it's worth it. So when I first like I was just really trying to think. I don't know, child. I was just really trying to figure out how I was going to do it. But I already knew that the only way that I was going to do it is through sales, marketing, um, sales, marketing, and like me being better in my trading and not losing money. Like, I had to get serious about myself and about my life. You know, and when you get into sales, bro, that is some hard stuff, especially if you somebody like, and really all this come from how hard it is depends on like where you come from, who raised you, your background. Because if you raised with people who like they already successful in everything what you would want to do, then it's like easy because you was raised like that. But once you turn like 16, 17, 18, 19, you're trying to find your way out in the world, and you're trying to figure out how it is you're going to get to the goal that you want to get to. It's going to be people that try to stir you in the direction that they should go. And it's so like, I don't think people talk about this enough, like how freaking hard that is. That is so hard. Like, think about being somebody who is just like young. This is to all the people, whether you just graduated years ago or about to graduate, like, because I'm just telling my story. Like, that could be one of the most dangerous time in your life, because you're making, number one, you're making one of the biggest decisions of your life. Once you graduate, whether you decide you finna go to college, you finna go to the army, you finna start being an entrepreneur, you finna travel somewhere, you finna sign up for an agency, you finna do blue collar, you finna do pink collar, you finna do I don't know, like just anything. Like, when one of like that is one of the most like important times of your life, because you're making a huge life-changing decision that is not easy. It's not easy. Like, one thing about me, I understand. It's like people around these ages, they need grace, because it's like you're being pushed off of a cliff. You got to know which way you want to go. And then a lot of people have regrets. A lot of people, I definitely should. A lot of people do have regrets. A lot of people have, all type of stuff. But I got that type of video coming for y'all. But listen, it's crazy, right? So at the time, I'm knowing like, all right, I want to do this. I'm going to just get better in sales. So this is the thing about sales. This is the thing about sales. You got to be like, you really got to be a boss. You really got to be a boss, and you really got to have this level of confidence that's just extraordinarily out of this world. Like, people who in sales, they not no regular person. They like, man, I had to go through so many training before I made anything. I had to turn into a whole nother different person, because it's not easy to just, you know what I'm saying, come in and just get people to feel me. So like, I spent a lot of time understanding how I was gonna do what I was doing. Y'all, when I tell y'all, when I first did any of this, I don't know what this was. I don't know how, but it's like people don't support me. People don't support me. People don't understand me. And that's it. I feel like people support me in a way that they support me. It's not that I don't got no haters or nothing. I'm not saying people don't support me. I'm just saying people don't support me how I want to be supported. You feel me? So at the time when all of this is going on, my parents are just trying to tell me to do this and do that and do this and do that. And I'm like, okay, I wound up working at this warehouse job because I just had to at the time, right? I didn't have to, but I was so freaking scattered. Like, I was so freaking scattered, and I couldn't make no other decision. You gotta, like, that's why everything is energetic. You gotta be careful the type of people that you even around. Everything is spiritual. Because when stuff happen in your life, if you allow the wrong entity to get whiffed of that, they can fuck your whole life up. I'm talking about fuck your shit all the way up, because their energy is off. Everything is spiritual, and everything has everything to do with your energy. So it's like, I used to tell people, oh, I'm doing this. Their energy would automatically be off. When you are creating a life for yourself, and I hope, like, y'all don't mind me. Sometimes I be getting emotional, but I'm all right. Look, when you are living a life, like, not even living a life, when you are creating a portrait, you can't tell everybody what you're doing. You can't tell everybody what you're doing, because you allow their energy to get into your mind, and that shit could, like, literally fuck up your whole mission, which could eventually fuck up your whole life. You got to be, like, so private. Like, that's why I'm so private and secretive about the things that I do. And a lot of people, they don't like that shit. Like, a lot of family, friends, people on the internet, people like to be up in my business, but it's, like, unnecessary to me, because these people are not the people that's getting me to nowhere. Like, they just want to be in my business and ask me questions for absolutely no reason, right? And so when I was online selling, when I was first getting into how I was gonna become a billionaire, nobody can tell you, listen, do not take advice from nobody who is not where you want to be. If they not a billionaire, they can't tell you nothing. If they not no millionaire, they can't tell you nothing. If they're not living the exact life that you want to live, do not listen to those people. Don't, like, people always had a lot of stuff to say to me. Like, people always would call me call me broke, call me lazy, call me what else? Like, people call me a lot of good things, but at the same time, they would call me other things too because I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do. People don't see you as successful when you're not doing what they want you to do. You got to get to the point where it's like you just can't care. I'm talking about you really just cannot care. Like, so many people to talk so much shit about me, like, oh, you lazy. But in reality, I'm just not willing to work in the way that they're working. I already knew since a young girl, bro. I'm telling you, the only way for you to actually do things like this is through yourself, your own energy. Your own energy. And your own mind. People really not gonna understand. Like, I'm telling you they not. And that's a good thing. Because when you got people who believe in you and they see the vision, guess what? Now you got people who on your team. Now you got people who with you, but sometimes it feels good to just do something by yourself. Because you don't always need somebody. You feel me? I always understood, like, sacrifices. I made a lot of sacrifices young because I knew that the lifestyle that I want to live is not here. So it's not worth me going to hurry up and get no car. The first thing I was doing was, listen, let me tell y'all something. If you is somebody who probably young, moving, you probably, I don't know what you got going on. Make sure before you go up on all your, get you a big house and a big car and a new phone and a new this and a new that. Make sure before you do all that, you have your assets, the things that's gonna make you money flowing, right? And so before I was quick to get me a car, before I was quick to go out and ball and spend money on unnecessary stuff to put up an image for the public eye, I had thousands of dollars in crypto, thousands of dollars in Nvidia, thousands of dollars in Apple, right? Thousands of dollars that I was continuously trading. But I could have easily got that out, just go get a new car, go get a new house, go get a new phone, and spent all my savings and my whole stock portfolio just to sit down and improve an image. But I understood you cannot build. Make sure y'all can hear me. You cannot build in a place where you don't want to be. And when I tell you, I spent so much time alone. And it's like, when you spend a lot of time alone, you understand that you can literally do everything alone. You don't need a whole bunch of group of people to believe in you and the things that you're doing. The only thing that you need is your energy. Everybody's energy not even gonna be focused in the same direction that yours is. I'm talking about, y'all, shit is so fucking weird to me. Like, I really wish y'all could understand. That's why, like, more of my vlogs and stuff, I'm gonna start posting. But it's like, energy and attention is always on me. Like, people always trying to get me to do what it is that they want me to do. I'm talking about, I remember when I moved, something kept telling me, I kept having the idea. I was like, bro, you gotta leave your hometown. You can't be in your hometown. You have to leave your hometown. You literally have to get up. You have to move. You have to leave your hometown. You have to leave your hometown. Ain't nothing in your hometown for you. A prophet is not accepted in their hometown. You gotta leave your hometown, right? So I remember I just kept having this idea. I was like, man, I gotta leave. I gotta go. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I have to go immediately, right? I just kept saying that to myself. And so one day I wound up meeting a friend. I met a friend and it was like, hey, you know what, we should go on a trip out of town together and, you know, let's go travel somewhere. I'm like, okay, let's do that. So I go out of town Why is it that as soon as I go out of town, keep in mind, I'm in my hometown, I work a job that I'm so fucking miserable that I don't want to work no job. I don't even, I know for a fact, me just working at a job, going home and going here, da da da, that's not the life for me. That's not the life that was place for me. So at the time, I'm going fucking so like fucking loco because I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, I need to immediately stop this and immediately quantum leap into my life because this is not my life. You know, that's how I just kept thinking at the time. So way after this, I wound up going out of town with my friend. I travel and I meet somebody that's like, hey, you know what? You should come here. I'm like, okay. So I've traveled to like 3 different places at the time. I'm just like going to city to city to city, city to city to state, all that. So I was basically like traveling, and for some reason, I kid you not, I swear to God, for some reason, soon as I left out of town, I've been known a prophet is not accepted in their hometown. You gotta leave your hometown. As soon as I leave my hometown, y'all, I kid you not. Why everybody calling my phone? Everybody is calling my motherfucking phone. Everybody calling my phone like, oh my gosh, you should come back. I miss you. Oh my gosh, where are you? Make sure you're not in danger. I'm like, what? I remember I talked to some people, right? That's why you don't tell nobody your plans, bro. You don't tell nobody nothing about you because you allow their energy to be able to penetrate the situation. Because energy is manifestation, especially if there's somebody powerful, right? So be mindful of the people, of the information that you even tell people, right? So I wound up going out of town. I tell one of my friends, I wound up telling like my mom. She was like, "Oh, what you doing?" Da, da, da. Kept calling me. I'm like, why? Why do she keep calling me? I answered the phone for her, and she was like, "What's going on? I just really hope that you're safe." And I'm talking about, bro, that shit annoyed the fuck out of me, bro. That got on my nerves so bad because it's like, I'm traveling the world right now. I done left my hometown. You calling me crying, telling me you want me to come home for what? Come back for what? It ain't shit down here for me. Friends, people I used to be friends with, old relationships that I used to have, old people that I used to know, motherfuckers is on my phone like crazy. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I'm like, man, what's going on? You feel me? What's going on? So then I understood, like, I understand things. I have a lot of discernment. I promise you I do. It may not look like it all the time, but I really, really do. I have a lot of discernment. And so I quickly understood that in order for me to be the version of myself that I want to be, I have to completely be alone. Not completely be alone, but like decision wise, I do, because I cannot allow people to manipulate my energy. I just cannot. That's what people will try to do. That's that like, and it's so freaking crazy to me, y'all. I be getting emotional thinking about it because it's just like, this is real. God is real. Energy is real. Intentions is real. Intentionality is real. People's eyes is real. Like, I really gotta protect. Like, you gotta protect your inner self. You gotta protect yourself because it's gonna be so many people. People come to you, and I realize this with relationships and men, right? Any man that just walking up to you, he walking up to you for something. Then I realized that it's not even just a man or in a relationship. It's just people in general. It's humans. Humans have energy. Humans have intentionalities. When people approach you, when people trying to meet you and da 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 da, it's crazy. And you said that for a reason. Be alone. You get so much when you are alone. You like one thing about me, I love to be alone. I used to cry about being alone. But then I started to understand, don't nobody understand me like me. You only gonna go through crazy shit when you overly trying to be in relationships with wrong people or wrong spaces. Be alone until you haven't made up in your mind that hey, like this is what I'm gonna do. They don't know how to connect with their inner self. And it's crazy. Like, I understand, like, bro, it's so crazy. People only want you to do what they want you to do. People only have their visions of you. That's why when you leveling up in your life, you gotta get away from your hometown. You gotta get away from old people. You gotta get away from old things. You cannot heal in the same place that broke you. You cannot, even if it didn't break you, like you can't grow in the same place that you've always been hurt and you just can't. It's so like, I'm telling y'all, focus on the same thing too. My mom said I gained weight even though I've been trying hard not to, and I'm really insecure about it. This is true. Once you notice it, know thyself. You feel me? That's really all it is. You gotta really like, you gotta have it here. When you are deciding, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, you cannot heal in the same place where you were hurt. That is so true. Energy is real. I feel it. I know it. Like, every environment has a different energy to it. Every space has a feel to it. Like, everything. That's why certain people, my energy cannot be around them. My energy can't be around them. Because it like we just do not go together. We do not go together at all. I definitely understand like just everything about life and how things are. You have to have it in your head that hey, I got this. I'm doing this, so I'm doing that. And once you have it and you done decided in your mind what it is that you doing, man, protect it with your energy and don't let nobody or nothing tell you that it's not true or that you should actually do this or you should actually do that, because people will try to give you what they see for you. What they see for you don't always matter. What they see for you does not always matter. It matters about what you see for yourself. Like, I live my dream life. Like, I literally live my dream life. I get to wake up every single day, go where I want to go, travel the world, do everything that I've always wanted, all off the stake and the power off of my mind. I wanted to, before I figured out how I was going to do what I wanted to do, I always knew what I wanted. I always knew what I was worth. So I aligned my life to give me that. I really allowed my life to give me that. Some people, they're not gonna want to help you because they not gonna want to see you do better than them. They gonna be jealous. They gonna be hating. They gonna be saying hater ass shit like, oh, da, 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 da. I don't even know. But it really comes from you. Everything come from you. Your whole life come from you. Whether you in the best position or the worst position, it came from you. You get to choose your life. You get to choose your life. You're not a victim to anything. You get to get up, choose your life, choose what you want to do, choose how you want to move, choose how you want to be, and you get to do that. You literally get to do that. Like anything, everything. You easily get to do that just because you said you want to do it. Nobody can stop people from reaching their success. You feel me? Nobody can. A lot of people gonna have their opinions, and that's fine. But what really matters most is your intention for yourself. Do anything. I really want to tell anybody, like, bruh, live your dream life. I live my dream life all from the power of my mind. All from, I'm going to continue to tell y'all story times. I'm going to continue to come on here with y'all these things. So I just want y'all to, like, come with me on this journey. Be yourself. Like, do whatever the hell it is that you want to do. People gonna try to make it seem like whatever, but it's like the consciousness is the crown chakra. The consciousness is the crown chakra. That is true power. That's heaven. It don't get no better than that. People, listen. Everything that we have been told is a lie. Like, literally everything that we've been told is a lie. People is gonna try to tell you that heaven is a place that you go to when you die. Heaven is on earth. Heaven is the way that you feel, the way that you live your life, the decisions that you get to make, the places that you get to go. That is heaven. Heaven is not something that you gotta wait for when you pass away. Heaven is now. Heaven is right here. The air that you feel, the energy that you feel, the way that your like heartbeat, the way that your mind make decisions, the energy, like everything. Like, did you financially get right before you start doing everything? No, I didn't. I didn't. I just started. Listen, this is what I did. I was in my hometown. Boom. This is exactly what I did. I decided that I'm going where I want to go. Right? I'm going to tell y'all this, y'all. I swear to God, this shit made me cry every time I think about it. Like, I thought about it to myself. I just kept having ideas. Like, you can't be in your hometown. A prophet is not accepted in their hometown. You gotta leave. You gotta do this. You gotta be successful in sales, stocks, trading. Like, I had already had this idea in my head. So what I did was, did I get right financially first? No. All I did was make up the decision. Y'all gotta understand. Listen, everything is your energy. Nothing is anything that you don't make it. Your energy is everything. How you feel is everything. That's the real heaven. So I just got up in environments. Oh my gosh, environments is really, really like, environments is basically just like, what's it called? They speak to different energies, right? So I'm at my parents' house at the time. I'm at my house at the time. I'm in this hometown city at the time. My energy is low. My energy is so annoyed. My energy is like constantly watching. My energy is bad. So I just got up. I went on a trip. I went like days away, right? Not days away, but like a whole hour away, right? I go an hour away, and no, it wasn't an hour away. It was 10 hours away. It was to Miami, Florida, right? So I get up, I drive to, I get somebody. I just meet somebody, y'all. I'm telling y'all, the more that you move, your energy will follow you and things will just naturally happen. Like, manifestation is real. The power of the mind is real, right? So at the time, I was just like, all right, where should I go? Boom. Somebody walked up to me one day. I go to my friend's house, right? My friend lives 4 hours away. Somebody walks up to me one day and was like, hey, I think you should come. I think you should go to Miami. I'm like, okay, let's go. Keep in mind, I already know what's the goal. Not to be in my motherfucking hometown. Hello. So 4 hours. No, 10 hours. It was 10 hours. So that was like, yeah, you should come. That'd be a good idea. I go. I wake up. I go walking on the strip. I meet somebody that says, hey, listen, I think you should be a part of my agency. I'm very good. I have an agency that you should be a part of, right? You very beautiful, and we can make great videos, great content. Keep in mind, I already have a channel where I post the vlogs. I post like talking videos. I got a TikTok, stuff like that. Boom. So I'm like, okay. So I go. I wound up meeting so many people. All I did was just go to Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida was not on my mind when I left my hometown. I just got in my car and I was just driving. Like, when I tell y'all, it's so crazy how, like, life works. Life just works like your steps. Like, when you take one step, you're going to find out the next step after you step. People, what it is people scare themselves out of a life by thinking, okay, what step am I going to make 20 steps from now? What's going to be my 21st step? What's going to be my 23rd step? When, keep in mind, I've done that. I've already done that. Like, I have been in spaces where I overthink. I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna do da da da. Not saying this, always have a plan, but sometimes the plan not gonna go specifically how you make it. You know? So I just started taking steps. I took a step to go out of town. And then when I went out of town, I made the decision, I'm never coming back. That's what happened. Sorry, y'all. But I basically made the decision. I was like, okay, I'm not coming back. And my energy, like, once I got to Miami, I was a new, complete woman. I swear to God. My energy was different. My life was different. The things that I did was different. Everything about me was different. Like, I had completely changed my life in a matter of, like, hours. I just up and changed my life. Do you live in Miami? Actions are more powerful than visions and work. You feel me? Actions. You can think about something all you want. You could think. You can dream. You can hope. You can do all that. But the only thing that's going to actually get that done is the fact that you do it. You just got to do it. You really just got to do it. But if I want to take a flight and not come back and pop my content off, actually, it starts in the mind first. For sure. It definitely starts in the mind first. After the mind, it's action. Every choice you make, the universe follows because we are the universe. You feel me? We are the universe. The universe reacts to us. The universe gives us exactly what we see. The universe gives us what we're already expecting. So I already expected, okay, yeah, boom, I'm finna go down here. I like everything naturally comes to me. When I say, y'all, when I say everything naturally come to me, I really don't have to do anything. All I have to do is just wake up and get ready. Everything else come to me naturally. Just everything. People that I met, I didn't do nothing to meet these people. It be times I just be walking around. I just be walking around in the mall. I just be walking around in the store. I just be walking around at the park. I just be walking around getting some food. Somebody will walk up to me. Oh, hey, yeah, boom, da da da. Here go an opportunity for you out of nowhere, because I align myself with that type of energy. That's the type of energy I like operate off of. The energy that you already have, like your life mimics it. So I went out here, like when I first went to Miami, Florida, I didn't have no job, I ain't have no money, I ain't understand like what was going on. I just knew, okay, wait, let me take a trip. Let me take a trip because I know I want to leave my hometown. Like, oh yeah, it'll be good to take a trip. Then next thing you know, I found where I wanted to live off of me just taking a trip. Do y'all understand it? Like everything, like all you have to do is get yourself in the energy to accept these things, and these things are yours. These things are already yours. Everything that you've always wanted out of life, it is already yours. Everything that you have always dreamed about and thought about, it's already yours. You already have it. You already own it. The only thing that you have to do is just know that. And that's it. So that's all I wanted to say. It's already, you got to work for it. Really, it's like you got to know that it's yours and act like it's already yours. So whether that's working for it, and whether you just putting in the pieces and the puzzles for it that already happened for you, it is different versions of us. And we get to, at any second, at any moment, you get to be the version of yourself that you always wanted to be, just like that. People want us, they don't want us to know this information because we wouldn't need a lot of these things that they say that we need. We don't need all of that. The only thing that we need is a made up mind. Once you have a made up mind, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Like people that walk around with a high level of confidence, high energy, high frequency, they are like, a lot of other people get, what's it called, when you just like, you feel some type of way about it. Like you definitely feel some type of way about it if you're not the person who is already high frequency. People who are not on a high frequency, they feel jealous of people who do. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know what to do with it. They wanna either try to change it or talk about it in some type of way, maybe even get away from it, run from it. But guess what? It takes for a person to know that their frequency is high to protect it. Everybody cannot get access to that. Everybody cannot be around it. Y'all understand that? That's really, really all it is. I promise you it ain't nothing else to it. People, they don't want us to know how powerful we are, because if we do, we would not need them. We would not need a lot of this stuff. Anything that you want, guess what? It comes from your decisions. It's gonna be hard, y'all. It's probably one of the hardest things that you've ever done in life. But it is the hardest thing because it's a part of your identity. Is who you are as a man, as a woman, as a whatever that you are. So that's all it is, y'all. It's just you deciding. Like, it's really, really just you deciding and only elevating on that energy. Don't let nobody mess up your energy, y'all. Allowing people to get into your energy, annoy you. It don't matter if they're trying to annoy you. It don't matter if they're trying to change your mind about something. It don't matter if they're trying to change your perspective of yourself or whatever. That's dangerous. Be mindful of everything. Feel me? Be mindful of everything. So, I'm gonna hit you guys up later. I really don't want to get off right now, but I have to already hit about an hour. So I'm gonna see y'all guys later, and I'm gonna continue to help you guys. Like, I'm gonna continue to help you guys journey more about myself. And yeah, things are hard as hell, for real. And it'll lead to having things that are easy, is having things that are hell. So basically, yin yang, you gotta choose wisely, for real. This shit hard, like, this ain't no easy stuff. But once you do it, it's like, it's perfect from there. It's really the only thing that you gotta do. Get into your purpose of life. That's the only thing. That's why it's the hardest thing that you'll ever do in life, because it's getting into your purpose. Once you get into your purpose, you're good. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. But for the person that asked me, no, I didn't do everything by the book and everything like how everybody tell me to do. I just made moves. Made a step. The next step came. I'm talking about, I would just go somewhere, I just meet somebody. I just go somewhere, I just get some money. Like, I just go somewhere, things just naturally come to me, because that's the idea that I have of myself. And that's the type of energy that I operate off of every single day. When I say everything that I've ever gotten in my life, I've gotten it off of my energy. I did not get it off of just regular stuff. This is not regular stuff. This is not regular information. I'm not a regular person. I am a real deal. Like, I might just look like a girl, but I'm not just a girl, just a woman. Like, no, I'm a real angel. Sent from heaven. This was you were trying. It might be. They play a lot of part in it too. But energy is what really, really got me everywhere. In my mind. When I tell y'all, everything that I've always thought has always happened. Like, when I went to these places, when I decided, okay, I want to leave, I got in my car, I drove, I met people, I just kept having the ideas in my head. Everything that's for me naturally comes to me. Everything that's mine, I already have it. I already understand how it's mine, and my purpose is to show other people how to achieve this, because this is not no regular stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you guys up. Yeah, whatever that's in your mind comes to your reality. Your mind is your reality. Whatever that you seeing, however that you perceive stuff and put stuff together, and whatever your point of view is, it comes from your mind. Nothing is anything. Everything is only what you perceive it to be. I ain't never heard of it. You mean like the codes, like the numbers? Look like a goddess to me, you feel me? And that's what I am. That's what I operate in. So I'm gonna hit you guys up after a while. Make sure y'all cut on my notifications, cause yeah, I really got some more information for y'all. I'm gonna continue to tell y'all my story. I'm gonna write a book one day. I definitely am. And I'm gonna post some vlogs. So right. All right, y'all.